everyone, it's Beth from Silver Hippopotamus and welcome today to another video on Brimfield Live Online. Thank you Clea and Arthur for this platform. We're so happy to be here today and we thought we would do something different at Silver Hippopotamus. Generally we showed you a lot of our finished pieces. Today what we thought we would do is show you some of our parts and pieces and go on a pick. Because I don't know about you, but I am so missing going on all the picks that I usually used to go on the weekends. Estate sales, flea markets, you know, whatever you can find. So we thought we would recreate some of that excitement of going on a pick. Because the thing about an estate sale is you never know what you're going to find. I don't know about you, and I would love to hear this in the comments. What's the first thing you do when you get to an estate sale? For me, I always check to see if there's a barn. Because if there's a barn, that's the first place I'm going to go. But if there's no barn, I go right for the basement. I love walking down to like an old basement and you'll see the big tool area where, you know, a carpenter or, you know, it always seems like in the older homes they saved everything. Everything was in little jars, all the screws were in jars and little bits of, you know, elastic and whatever they had, they always saved. And it's such a little time capsule. I think that's what I miss so much. I miss that mystery. I miss that history. So today, we're going to have a pick in one of my storage units. And, you know, I'm sure all of you are super big collectors and your collection grows and grows. And collections change over time. Generally, at Silver Hippopotamus, we do mostly industrial pieces. We like to turn them into something modern. But lately we've been finding art that's really been interesting, some vintage jewelry that's interesting. So in the storage units, there's like layers of the collection. So let's just look in today. I'm going to zoom in with the camera so you can see what the pieces are. I'm going to pull out some and give you dimensions and prices. But as I'm panning through, if there's anything that catches your eye that you want more information on, just shoot me a comment. You can purchase something in the comments. You can send me a direct message either on this video, after the video. You can do that on my Silver Hippopotamus Facebook page or Silver_Hippopotamus on Instagram. Super easy. There's so many different ways to get a hold of us. Also on our website, silverhippopotamus.com. So anyway, let's get right to it. Thank you for joining, and I'm just going to grab the phone. Whoops. Take it off this little thing here. And I would love to know, whoops, we're going to get stuck. There we go. Okay. All right. And I would love to know where you're all from. So please let me know in the comments who's here and who's watching. So let me just show you. Oh, Lynn, thank you for piping in there. Thank you for watching. So here is just a very small, and Michelle, hi Michelle. Here's a very small area of only one of the storage units that we have. So in here, I'm just going to kind of dive in. We always have a hippopotamus on a shelf. So there's that cute little guy. We do have quite a big collection of silver hippopotamuses, so if anybody wants this guy, I can certainly get that to you for $20. But let me show you some of the other things we collect. And it's going to be a good thing for me to go through this today too, because sometimes I actually forget what we have, and it's good to kind of sort through and take a fresh look at it. So here is something interesting. Now this is something we've already repurposed, but we have a lot of them that aren't repurposed. But you know, I'm sure when you go to flea markets, you always see trowels, right? So what we love about the trowels with the open handle is if you drill a hole at the top, drill a hole at the bottom, we added some resin on this guy so that it captured that gorgeous color and rust, and it makes an awesome wall hook. I mean, it's great for dog leashes, it's great for pocketbooks or coats or whatnot, and we always add in a couple of flathead screws in the back so everything looks nice and authentic. So these are super cool. So we do have some of these finished, and we shoot these out for about $30 a piece. We've had clients who have bought like 5 or 6 and made a great wall display with them. And functional too. So kind of fun. So there's one thing in our pile. Oh, one day I went to the flea market this summer and I was just drawn to tennis rackets. Now, I haven't played tennis since high school, so these aren't going to be played with. But I just loved the color and the texture of these old wooden pieces. And you know, they'd make a great decor piece too, all hung up in a den or something. I mean, this is Billie Jean King thing, for heaven's sakes, Olympic champ. So that's kind of cool. So we do have a whole bunch of those, and those are like $10 a piece. Hanover, but look at the great color. I mean, these blue and greens together, you know, it's kind of a neat look. So if anybody's interested in any more of those, oh, and Dan and Leah, thank you so much for watching. Just let me know, and I can certainly send you a list of all the ones I have. But kind of fun. So let's see what's down here. Oh, I love this. I love anything Mack truck, and I love anything red. So, and Linda's watching. Thanks for watching, Linda. Please, guys, let me know what you're looking for. So if I see something down here, I can certainly pick it up for you and show you a little bit more. Andy and Donna, thanks for watching. So this is just a cool piece of vintage, you know, Mack truck, and it was obviously a cap for something on the truck, I assume. But I mean, I would actually even mount this either on the wall, just because it's a cool piece, or if I was redoing a tabletop, I might even just attach it to the top of the table just to add a pop of color and some interest. But I just think it's a lovely little piece of history, lovely little piece of automotive history. So that's pretty cool. So that's $20 if anybody's interested. And if we're staying within the automotive theme, I love this guy. Just a super old steering wheel that we did add some resin to so that we could capture that gorgeous rust. But, you know, with the hole in the center, you can mount it on the wall. You can lay it on the desk. Great for a man cave or for someone who has everything. I bet they don't have this. So it's just kind of a fun piece. You know, I love those. So that's like $30. So let's look over here a little bit. Annette, thank you for watching. We've got these cute little guys. And I'm drawn to horses this summer too. And this was a beautiful little guy. Must have been part of a game or something, since it's got the holes in the feet down there. Must have been attached somehow. Beautiful cream color, has some weight to it, lovely metal horse. But what I've done, since it's already got these holes right there, I've even mounted it to the wall, just put a nail in the wall and then just hang that little guy up, sometimes even in between other pieces of art, just to create a little bit of interest. And this guy was pretty with the gray, you know, again, the hole in the center, so easily mountable. So super fun. So those are $10 each if anybody's interested. Let me see. This is a cool piece. This came from an estate sale, from the basement in an estate sale, which, as I told you, my favorite place to go. But it's a cool extension light. And obviously, you know, it needs rewiring. But I just love the idea that you'd mount this on the wall, and then you could pull the cord out. Let me get down to the socket here. And then you could, you know, have the light wherever you needed it. But I just love that. So, you know, obviously needs to be rewired, but a super old vintage piece and great for any handyman area. I might even need to keep this one for mine. I don't know. This is pretty cool. But anyway, that would be $40. So if anybody's interested, just to let me know. These things are cool. I guess I go for the pops of color when I'm on a pick. This was a fun pick. Gosh, it must have been over a year ago, but we were able to get into an abandoned mill in Attleboro, Massachusetts, and it was just so cool because the mill, number one, was covered in graffiti. There were no windows left. It was just kind of strewn with just remnants of the factory that was there before. But I just love these little metal, must have been some sort of covers with the two screw holes there. And so we have 5 of them, but I thought, you know, I'm not even sure what I would do with these other than maybe mount them on the top of a reclaimed table, put them, you know, in some sort of a display on the wall. I just love the color. So I've got 5 of those, so it'd be 5 for $25, and those are super easy to mail out since they're, you know, not too big and nice and flat. But again, just the unusual. I think that's what we like the most at Silver Hippopotamus, is taking something that was used for a different purpose and turning it into something else. Just kind of fun. Oh, and this is a cute little guy. So this is like a little cement foundry mold. It's definitely got some weight to it, but you could do almost anything with it. You could put a little, you know, thing in there with a plant. I just kind of threw in some vintage jewelry pieces in here, which I'll show you. Thanks to Clea from Brimfield. I'm always searching out the jewelry bins these days. But, you know, some kind of fun things I found at the flea markets this summer. This was just a little, what would you call it? Just not a keychain. It's just kind of a little clip-on thing, but it says right on there, I like it. I like it. And we all need positive vibes these days, right? So just something with a little thumbs up with funny little rhinestones there. So I mean, that would be $10 shipped. Actually, all this jewelry would be $10 shipped. So this is not a terribly old piece, but I really liked it because it had both the pin and a clip in the back. So you could even clip it onto a ponytail. You could put it on, you know, obviously a sweater, under your chin, on a really pretty blouse. But just a little bling, just a little something different. But I just love the clip aspect in the back. Thought that was kind of cute. Then these, I love the look of coins. Now these aren't real coins. This is a pin. Excuse me, I'm trying to do it one-handed here. But the look is really pretty. You know, of just these little, what looks like little vintagey coins. They're obviously not real coins. This one's a little bit easier to see. This one was cool. So just a really pretty pin. So again, all of these are $10 shipped. Hi, Al. Thank you for watching. And this one was kind of neat. Now here's a keychain with a little bit of military insignia on it. Again, this one not terribly heavy, but just a pretty commemorative piece. Nothing on the back, but just caught my eye. It's pretty nice. So all those little pieces of vintage jewelry are $10 shipped, and all you need to do is shoot me a comment and let me know. We can talk about the price, and if you let me know your zip code, I can certainly figure out how quickly to get it to you. So let's just keep looking around here. Oh, I've got some artwork over here. Artwork, now that's one thing that I never really, and I'm an artist. I've been a graphic designer since college, but artwork was never something I really gravitated to at a flea market or an estate sale. And this year, it's been all about photographs and artwork. Like this young man, this must have been in the Navy, probably World War II, but I just love the hand-tinted look of this piece with the peach cheeks and the green blue sky in the background, and it captured my attention just thinking about what he was thinking about in that picture. So I don't know, I'm gravitating more and more to artwork at the flea market, and that piece would be $10 shipped. Then I saw this cute little guy. Must be, I don't know, it's not a Cocker Spaniel. I'm not sure exactly what, but vintage photograph. Must have been from a wealthy family because photography was pretty expensive back in the day. And this little guy has that silvery look to the photograph, so you can tell it's aged, but just a beautiful little piece. Again, that would be $10 shipped. And then this is a print, but I just thought it was lovely. You know, with the pale blue sky and the green grass and all the sheep grazing. You know, it's about, I would say it's about 13 by 10, mounted on just a simple piece of green paper behind there, but it'd be easy to ship since there's no glass attached, and that I could do for $25, but I don't know, I just love the sheep. Look how cute they are. But it's in beautiful condition. There's no tears or edge problems to the piece. Just kind of cool. And then this one was nice. This is titled Silver Birches by Sawyer, and I believe that's Charles Sawyer. So that would have been early 1900s to about, what, 1940 or so. The piece, I think it's a hand tinted photograph, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's an etching. I think he did hand tinted photographs, but just a beautiful piece. It's in great condition, a beautiful little gold frame. And the frame is probably 8 by 10, and this piece is probably, the photograph itself is probably about, 2 3/4 by about 4 3/4, something like that. But it's just lovely. And his pieces do command a little bit. This one I could do 45 on. So please let me know if anybody's interested in that. Sandy, hi, thank you for watching. So let's continue. So I've got, you never know. We've got insulators. We've got sap buckets up there. We have car jacks over there. Those are $15 for the pair. We've got fun little bits and pieces of metal too. Like this is all attached. I have no idea what it's for, but I mean, you could put a candle in it, you could resin it, you could varnish it, you could leave it the way it is. It'd be a cool desk accessory. We just love this stuff. Oh, these are neat. These are neat. I love these. So these are a set of 4 metal talon, like, talons from an eagle or whatnot, holding a glass ball. So we had actually bought a piano bench, and the piano bench could not resurrect the piano bench, but it had these gorgeous metal talon feet. So we just took those. And they all have the original flathead screws, if you can see that on this one. Whoops, get it in the light there, which is always good to have. And I think these would be gorgeous on any table leg. It would be gorgeous on a chair leg. You could even make it into a lamp and use that as the bottom base of the lamp. I mean, there's just so many applications. Bottom of a table. So as you can see, it's got about an inch diameter there. So those are pretty nifty. So those are 40 for the set of 4. Pretty cool. Hi Dan, thank you for watching. So let's see. Oh, we've got some gorgeous Brown and Sharp boxes. These I can't get enough of. I love these old Brown and Sharp boxes. I mean, there's so many things you can do with them. You can resin them or varnish them, or you can keep them just natural and clean them out and give them a little oiling. But just beautiful on a table to put mail in or keep them empty. You can put, flowers in there, shell collection, rock collection, whatever you want. Stack them up. I mean, they're just beautiful. We have a few. We've got another one up here too, I think. Yep, we've got one over there. Anita, thank you for watching. Oh, it's so nice to have everybody with us today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We're having fun doing these lives on the weekend for this winter sell-a-thon at Brimfield. This is kind of a cool piece. This is an old foundry mold. Gosh, I love these. We do have quite an extensive collection of these. Most of them aren't at this facility at the moment, but this one's cool because it has the yellow on it with the black little metal piece on top. It's even double-sided, and I think they just make great wall art. You hang them on the wall, and it's a piece of history. It talks about our nation when it was at its industrial height, and the craftsmanship, it's really amazing. So we love those. When we get flat ones or round ones, sometimes we make them into clocks or make them into mirrors, add a little glass. So super fun. Let's see, and as we travel over this way, I did turn on this light. We've got a couple of these, and the reason that, it's a messy storage unit, as you can see. I've got a lot of stuff in here. Let me go this way. The reason we have this piece in this storage unit is because it's not resined, and we find that some people like things that are in their natural state, and this particular light fixture is still pretty much, we haven't touched it with varnish or resin at this point, but obviously these are whiskey barrel rounds. And then this inside piece looks to me like and if you know, please let me know in the comments. I think it's probably like an old oil can or something like that. But what we did was make slits in the metal here and open the bottom so that the light just comes pouring through. But it's kind of cool because it still has its little spout and the handle over here. And it's been wired so we added a chain, but then what we did was we added a regular plug at the end so that you wouldn't need an electrician to come and hang it up for you. You could just swag it from an electrical outlet and have it right away, because we like immediate gratification here at Silver Hippopotamus. Don't like to wait all the time. So that piece is kind of cool. So we do have a couple of these with different interior parts. So if anybody's interested in those go for $175. And they're kind of a fun piece. They do look beautiful resined as well if you want to capture that rusty color and not have to worry about any of the rust getting on you or anything else in your house. And for a small fee, we can add the resin to those. So just let me know. And then this piece is cool. If you have any foodies in your family, or kitchen aficionados, great cooks, this is a industrial mixer thing that we rewired and added, obviously, a light there. And it's an industrial mixer pendant. So that's kind of a cool piece. That we had it rewired. And again, I'll show you the bottom plug if I can get it here. See, regular plug. But the cord is super long on this one. So very easy to swag from an outlet and then maybe put it over the stove area or put it over your island or whatnot. But that one's super cool. So that one was $125, kind of unusual. So as you can see, we've got a lot of stuff here at Silver Hippopotamus Gallery. And especially, I'll pan through one more time, but if there's anything that you see that I haven't talked about, that you would like some little hand there, if anybody needs a hand. If anybody wants any information on anything else, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me. I'm Beth at Silver Hippopotamus. And again, thank you for joining me today, and hopefully I'll see you again next weekend. And until then, have a great week and stay safe, everyone. Bye-bye.